The video opens with a sweeping shot of an imposing Victorian-era hotel perched atop a fog-laden hill. The sun is setting, casting long shadows across the landscape. The hotel's windows glow faintly, hinting at life within. Welcome, fellow adventurers and connoisseurs of the peculiar. Tonight we delve into the enigmatic corridors of the illustrious Hawthorne Hotel, a place where the fabric of reality is rumored to be thinner than a politician's promise. As an expert in anomalous phenomena with a penchant for the inexplicable, I couldn't resist the allure of a hotel famed for its unconventional hospitality. The Hawthorne Hotel, grand in design, but with the ambiance of a place that misplaced time around the 1920s and decided not to look for it. Dr. Sinclair approaches the front desk. The receptionist, Ms. Blackwood, greets them with a smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes. "Good evening. I believe you have a reservation under Sinclair." "Ah, yes, room 213, she replies, handing over a heavy brass key adorned with strange symbols. "Actually, I requested room 314. It's a little mathematician's humor." Dr. Sinclair winks. "Room 213 is prepared for you," Ms. Blackwood insists, her gaze unwavering. As Dr. Sinclair walks to the elevator, they notice the intricate designs on the wallpaper, fractals that seem to shift when not observed directly. Interesting choice of decor. Escher would be proud. Or confused. Probably both. They pause before a large painting depicting a shadowy figure standing at a crossroads under a blood-red moon. Well, that's not ominous at all. Note to self, avoid crossroads and moons of any color tonight. Dr. Sinclair pockets the key. Room 213 it is. After all, what's the worst that could happen? Famous last words, I know. Inside the old-fashioned elevator, Dr. Sinclair presses the button for the second floor. The elevator shudders and begins to ascend, the floor indicator flickering erratically. 1, 3, 5, 8, 13. Fibonacci sequence elevators. Now that's an unexpected twist. Next stop, 21st floor? The elevator halts between floors, lights dimming. Ah, trapped in an elevator. Classic horror trope number 7. At least I have snacks. The elevator doors open to a dimly lit corridor that shouldn't exist. A bellman materializes beside Dr. Sinclair. "Lost, are we?" he whispers. "Not at all, just enjoying your non-Euclidean architecture." He smirks. "Beware the numbers, they have a way of adding up." Dr. Sinclair finally arrives at room 213. The door creaks open to reveal an opulent yet outdated room. Victorian chic with a dash of "please don't touch anything, or you'll unleash a curse." Charming. They set their bag down and notice an old journal on the desk. Every haunted hotel room comes with a complimentary creepy diary. 5-star service indeed. Flipping through, they find entries detailing experiments in time manipulation. Temporal displacement theories from a century ago? Somebody's been watching too much H.G. Wells. Dr. Sinclair looks into the ornate mirror and notices their reflection lagging. Either jet lag is hitting harder than usual, or this mirror is buffering. As night falls, footsteps echo outside their door, pacing rhythmically. Could be the restless spirits, or perhaps just insomniac guests with heavy boots. The antique phone rings. They answer, hearing only static and faint whispers. "Hello? If this is a telemarketer, I must say your commitment is impressive." They attempt to sleep but are haunted by vivid dreams of endless corridors. Note to self, avoid the hotel cheese platter before bed. Waking up, the journal is opened to a new page with fresh ink. Now that's what I call interactive literature. Dr. Sinclair studies the journal, finding complex equations interwoven with arcane symbols. These calculations, they resemble early chaos theory mixed with, is that alchemical notation? Someone was hedging their bets. They head to the library, a vast room filled with ancient tomes. Smells like knowledge and dust, a delightful combination. An elderly librarian, Mr. Whitaker, gives a knowing nod. "Researching our hotel's illustrious history?" he asks. "Just light bedtime reading. Nothing helps me sleep like eldritch mysteries." Mr. Whitaker reveals that in 1921, a group of scientists conducted experiments to breach other dimensions. Ah, the Roaring Twenties, a time for jazz, prohibition, and ripping holes in the fabric of reality. Back in the room, Dr. Sinclair spots shadowy figures reflected in the window. Either I'm experiencing pareidolia or we've got more guests in this room than I booked for. Objects begin to move on their own. The chair slides across the floor. Well, at least I won't have to get up to fetch the chair. Thank you, Poltergeist Butler Service. Clocks spin wildly or stop altogether. Time flies when you're having fun or when you're stuck in a temporal anomaly. The hotel seems deserted. The staff are evasive. Is it checkout time for reality? Because everyone seems to have left me behind. Dr. Sinclair tries to exit the hotel but finds the doors locked. Locked in? That's a fire hazard, also mildly inconvenient. Their phone shows no signal. No Wi-Fi? Now that's crossing the line. Deciding to confront the source, they return to the library. If Hollywood has taught me anything, it's that answers are always in the basement or the creepy library. They find a hidden passage behind a bookshelf. Secret passageways, because normal hallways are so passé. In an underground chamber, they face a swirling mass of shadow. I take it you're the reason behind the hotel's less than stellar Yelp reviews. The entity speaks in a chorus of voices. You cannot undo what has been done. Challenge accepted. Dr. Sinclair uses their knowledge of physics to disrupt the entity. If my calculations are correct, a sudden surge of electromagnetic energy should, well, let's find out. They smash an old electrical panel, causing a surge. The entity recoils. You are bound here by the very experiments meant to free you, Dr. Sinclair realizes. Adjusting a set of levers, they reverse the flow of energy. Time to set things right, or as right as they can be when defying the laws of nature. The chamber shakes. The entity dissipates. Exiting the hotel, the sun rises. Fresh air never smelled so good. And look, the doors work again. How considerate. They glance back. The hotel flickers and then appears normal. I should probably leave a review. Rooms were a bit haunted, but the exit was memorable. Back home, Dr. Sinclair researches the hotel's history further. No records of any experiments or a Mr. Whitaker, of course. Why make it easy? They receive an anonymous package containing the journal. Well, that's not ominous. Free book, though. They turn to the camera. So, what did we learn today? Always double-check your room number. Avoid secret societies dabbling in the occult. And when in doubt, physics is your friend. If you ever find yourself at the Hawthorne Hotel, maybe bring a spare light bulb and a healthy skepticism. While quantum entanglement is a fascinating topic, I can assure you it has very practical applications, like avoiding malevolent hotel spirits. As they exit the lecture hall, the lights flicker. Must be an issue with the grid. Or perhaps they followed me home. Can't say I blame them. I am excellent company. They smile knowingly, walking into the night. Thanks for joining me on this journey through haunted hotels and temporal hiccups. If you enjoyed this tale of intellect meets the inexplicable, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and notification bell so you won't miss any of my future escapades into the unknown. Got your own strange experiences or places you'd like me to investigate? Drop a comment below. Let's dive down the rabbit hole together. Until next time, stay curious and remember, physics might not solve all your problems, but it sure can make them more interesting.